Hello guys, hope you're doing good. So in today's video, we're going to look at the Jaakaripuukko 110 from VARUSTELEKA. So I've been buying surplus military items from VARUSTELEKA for a while now, and always was interested in their knives. So I decided to pick this one up. As you can see, it comes with this very nice leather sheath. So let's start taking a look at that sheath first. The knife is held in position, the sheath, using the snap here, which adds to the retention. So the sheath is very well constructed. It's made out of leather, but it does have this plastic insert that you can see here. So that's quite reminiscent of this classic Scandinavian knives, where they have this wood insert and a leather outer. In this case, we have plastic, which is probably a better choice. Doesn't retain moisture as much. It's very well constructed, stitched here with some rivets. And as I mentioned, there's this fastener here that really helps with the retention. One feature I really like about this sheath is that it's got a drop loop design, so that really helps with backpacks. So as you can see here, this dangler really rides low, which is great. You can have your backpack straps here and it's gonna ride under it, and the retention is very good. Even when you don't fasten the strap, when the strap is on, it's definitely not getting out of there. All right, so let's take a look at that knife. It has a classic Puukko style design with a slight drop point here. The grind is a Scandi grind with a micro convex here for added durability. And as you can see, there's a beveling of the spine here, but it does feel sharp, so I think it's going to be pretty good at scraping a ferro rod. So the bevels are ground to 23 degrees, which is great for woodworking. And here, as you can see on the flats, there's the logo of VARUSTELEKA. Looks pretty nice. So the overall length of the knife is 240 millimeters or 9.4 inches. The blade is 110 millimeters, so that's where the name comes from. It equates to 4.3 inches. The thickness here is 4.2 millimeters or 0.17 inches. And the weight of the knife is 175 grams or 6.2 ounces. The steel used is 80 CRV2, which is a very nice high carbon steel, very high toughness, pretty good edge retention, with an HRC of 59. So it's a full tang knife with the exposed tang in the back, doubles as a linear loop here. The handles are made of injection molded polymer. It's rubbery to the touch, but still pretty robust. So VARUSTELEKA is a Finnish company, and this is a Finnish made knife. So that's pretty nice. They have a long tradition of making knives for the outdoors and also for military use. All right, so let's go ahead and test this one out. All right, so it's a full tang knife, so it should be able to handle some batoning. So let's test that out. Very nice. All right, so let's see how it does at finer tasks, like preparing feather sticks. So it's very easy to work. As with most Scandi grinds, very easy to find the right angle to make some super fine curls. All right, so let's see how it does the woodworking. I'm going to prepare a notch here. So it does bite deep in the wood. Very easy to work. Quite efficient knife for that. All right, so let's try some light chopping with it. See how that works. Try to prepare a 10 peg. So yeah, it's really easy to work the wood. Take some very big chunks. Definitely a great knife for bushcraft tasks. So sometimes when you need to cut down a tree with a smaller knife, you could use the cross-cut batoning technique. Sometimes these scanty edges are a bit weaker and they can break like that. So let's see how robust it is. So obviously zero edge damage. This micro bevel here really helps to increase the edge stability. All right, so the spine here is not 90-degree, but it's double beveled and it's pretty sharp. So let's see how good it is at striking a ferro rod. Works pretty good. So another technique you can use to take down a tree with a small knife like that is that you can put these fibers under tension by pushing down on the tree. That's going to help when you're going to cut down to efficiently cut down the sapling. So using this technique, you can easily take down a 1-inch sapling using a small knife like that. So the handle of the knife is very comfortable, making this knife very easy to use for different tasks. As you can see here, we're beaver chewing through this piece of wood here, and it doesn't hurt the hand in any way. It works great for that. So in the chest lever grip, it's quite easy to use as well. And that grip is very comfortable. So the handle of this knife is super comfortable in all sorts of grips, which is a great feature and an indicator for good design. One feature I really would like to have is some cutouts here for pinch grips. But it's not such a big deal. Overall, these handles are very comfortable. All right, so here's a look at the Jaakaripuukko 110 with my worked off gear Forester. As you can see, there's some similarities. The blade lengths are quite similar. The handles have about the same width, same height. The width is similar as well, although this one is slightly wider. It has these cutouts that I like a lot, but both these knives are excellent outdoors and bushcraft knives. So what are my overall thoughts on this Jaakaripuukko 110 from VARUSTELEKA? So as you might know, I mean, it's a proven design. There's countless videos reviewing this knife online. It's definitely a robust knife, very hefty, but you can also do a lot of fine tasks. It's great at feather sticking. Can get your fire going. You can do some food prep with this knife as well. So I think it's a great all-around camp knife or bushcraft knife, and perhaps even a good knife for military applications. So one important feature of this knife is the value. If you look at all you get for the price of this knife, and the price is quite affordable, I think this is one of the top value knives. Some people compare it to the Garber, but I think this is even more of a better deal than the Garber. So I definitely recommend this knife. I'll add the link to the VARUSTELEKA website and this knife in the description section of the video. All right, thanks for watching.